It's showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
Hey, it's Saturday, and you're ready for a matinee. It's Saturday Matinee. I'm Rob Kubasko, and with me is Pete Wright. Hello, Pete.
That was brief, but poetic.
Oh, no, wait, I'm not done. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
you get to
okay.
choose.
I'll hold my powder.
You get to choose what we celebrate today. Here are your options: burgers,
Excellent.
space, or the dude.
I think you leaned in on the dude as if you want me to pick that. And as many people know, I'm not a fan of that movie, so I'm going to pick burgers.
Okay, I was going to do all three anyway. It was regardless of what you selected. No, look,
okay,
here's
that's
the deal.
cheating. And you're on the road to another 2-hour episode. Thanks, Rob.
No. Hey, it's December 4th. Here's what's happening today. Today, when you listen to this, the International Space Station turns 23.
No way.
On this date in 1998, the Space Shuttle Endeavour launched with 6 astronauts, and their assignment was to begin construction of the International Space Station.
Wow.
Okay, there you go. Also, maybe that doesn't interest you. Maybe you're hungry. On this date, in 1954, Burger King began. They turned 67 today. They opened in Miami, Florida. 67 years old. Isn't that crazy? I think it was Insta Burger King. Yeah, no, I mean, that's wild. And then, of course, the dude, yes, the man himself, Jeff Bridges, he turns 72 today.
Wow, 72.
I mean, who knew, man? What?
The thing is, though, really, Bridges has looked his age. He's looked today's age for about the last 40 years.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. But I mean, I saw that. I went, wait, what? So happy birthday, Mr. Bridges.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah,
see, that's it. Boom.
Good.
And then we're right into it.
You did great.
Because we got tons of things to talk about.
So much to talk about. I want to talk about the first thing on the list here because I think you know are equally a fan of this particular property, and it is. It's actually today's a big a double entry on this property. I want to talk about The Expanse season 6.
You're not going to believe this. I've never seen an episode.
Oh, for crying out loud!
but I love it. Tell me,
I felt like you coming back today. This was going to be redemptive. This was going to be an opportunity for you and I to see eye to eye, and we were going to be.
I heard. Yeah. I went through the marathon. That was the last Sat Mat. Okay. I heard my name taken in vain. I heard about this being my penance. And by the way,
that's good.
Welcome to the Kyle Olson. Here's another Marvel show I want to talk about Memorial News segment. Because for real, I mean,
oh my goodness, you guys, for being relatively new to the whole Next Reel family, you guys have both really laid your claim to segment titles, haven't you?
It's really, but we didn't do it ourselves. Other people have done it for us. But no,
that's right. It's been inherited.
I am ready to be nurtured in The Expanse. Tell me what.
Okay. I love The Expanse. The Expanse was originally started out as a book property. Actually, before that, my understanding was it started out as a role playing game by two guys who had this idea to have a great game. They met at a writing conference and like a storytelling conference, as I understand it. I'm probably getting a lot of this wrong, but the point is they became a pseudonym, James S.A. Corey, and they collectively started writing the universe that is The Expanse. And I love The Expanse. It is exactly my kind of property. It is all of the politics and like family drama that you get in something like Game of Thrones, but it's in space and it's in the future, and it deals with like real, like not just fantastical alien creatures, but real human evolution as we breach the bounds of spacefaring and space travel. And so I love it. Now, it lived very shortly, I think, on Sci-Fi. I think 4 seasons on Sci-Fi, and then Amazon bought it after it was kind of canceled, but fans got real upset, and so it came back on Amazon. And I think season 6 is supposed to be its swan song. Now, the books there are a lot of books. There are 8 main novels and a number of other sort of, they do that decimal point novels. There are like like 4 other novellas in the Expanse universe that tell kind of mid stories between books that are a little bit shorter. They're fairly significant texts. And so we get word now that the season 6 of the Expanse series drops on Amazon on December 10th. That's just days away, friends. And on November 30th, that's just days ago, the final book in the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey dropped. And so we have both a new novel that we've been waiting for years, and we have the series all right now. I started the book last night, and it is, you might predict what I would say, fantastic already. I'm just a chapter in, and I love it. I love it so much. So, The Expanse. What do you? Does it sound like something you might be interested in exploring?
Oh no, absolutely. Here's the only issue. Okay, so this started.
You don't know how to read.
Well, that. Does it have pictures? I mean, come on.
They're picture books.
So wait, can I get? Okay, I have vague memories of this. This started on Sci-Fi, right? The
yes,
network?
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now can I go back and start with season 1 on Amazon Prime, or where does that live? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I believe you can. I think they have access to the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Now that I say that, of course, I might be horribly wrong.
Here's
I'm going to open my Amazon app.
I think this is the 3rd, so the last 3 seasons are on Amazon Prime. The reason why I have not spent any time on any Amazon Prime properties is because their Apple TV app is horrid. And so that's usually the way I watch this stuff. Is it time for me to try it out again? Or do I just have to just bear through it? Because that was the problem.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think Amazon has been doing since the last time you tried?
It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, hasn't it?
It's not. I mean, it's not great, but they do have the whole thing. You can watch the whole thing on Amazon Prime. You can start from episode 1, Dulcinea, and it's great. I mean, it's great. And I just think if you give it a shot and you say to yourself, Rob, just chill out a minute about the app.
Okay.
We know it's bad. We're going to take that as settled science. They don't know how to make an app that appears to like you. Fine. We're just going to deal with that. It's worth the property. It is worth the property.
Okay, so wait. Okay. Here's a question. So it starts. Yeah. Okay, we're days away, right? Did you know? Yeah. Did they just drop this, or was this known that that's when it was coming?
No, I will tell you that I actually put this story in some weeks ago before Thanksgiving. So we did know. I'll tell you what I hadn't kept up on is the book drop. And the Leviathan Falls is the name of the last book in the series. And that's because, honestly, it's been a long time. I mean, I'm talking, it hasn't been George R.R. Martin long time.
Right.
Like, it's not like we've just plumb given up on the ending of Game of Thrones. Like, nobody, I don't think anybody really seriously believes we're going to get another Game of Thrones book from him. But it has been a long time, and the pandemic and publishing schedules and all those things pushed the thing out. So I hadn't been tracking the book. So that was a genuine present to see the book drop at the same time as almost the same time as the show.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it is fairly dense. The books themselves, I mean, it tells a tightly wrought story of politics and global planetary relations between Mars and the Belt and Earth, and it's great. It's great.
I asked that because, and we'll talk about this a little bit later when we get into trailers and stuff. There is just a flurry of things dropping this month that I had no idea were dropping, and maybe it's because life and just not paying attention, but I'm like, wow. I mean, we are rich right now with new stuff to watch. So that's kind of amazing. Yeah. So great. All right, cool.
That's true.
Very cool.
Do you want to start tonight's festivities with some Tatum?
Okay.
Tonight's Tatum-tivities?
So I took some liberties with the titles. So my news items. Okay, I just saw this. How could I not say this? Channing Tatum signed on for Magic Mike 3.
Well, of course he did.
I mean, it's 3XL, right? I mean, it's got to be. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope so. I hope so. Do you think Soderbergh is like above that kind of after Magic Mike? Do you think he's above that kind of innuendo? I don't think so.
Come on, it's got to be. The fourth one's got to be Magic Mike Magnum.
You're right. So it looks like it's an HBO Max thing, and they're actually right now calling it Magic Mike's Last Dance.
Yeah.
Which,
this is
it's fine. It's fine. I hope that changes.
Interesting. Again, we will talk about this. HBO Max coming on strong. Lots of stuff being added. So no, anyway, I could not resist. And here what was crazy about that story? Where did I see this? CNN. That was not some trash. Depends on what you watch, right? That was not some sort of weird blog or anything. No, CNN was like, "Oh, there's another Magic Mike movie coming on. Check this out."
Yeah, they're pretty excited about it.
They're pretty excited about it. It's Wolf or somebody. Hey, okay, and we got to talk about this because a couple things coming back from last show. Red Notice.
Yeah. Okay. The feedback.
Okay.
All right.
Red Notice. You mentioned this. I 1,000% agree with you. My wife and I sat down, turned it on. I had heard all these horrible things. And my wife, God love her, she was like, no, let's just watch it. Because she loves Ryan Reynolds. And I'm like, fine, whatever. Cool. The Rock and Gal Gadot, great. Let me tell you something. It was completely enjoyable. It's amazing how much they put into it. It's amazing the breadth of it. And when I say that, I use that term, affectionately. It's just a fun action movie, and it's all in the, like you said, the line of National Treasure. It's just fun and it's snarky, and if you go in, it owns an entertaining attitude. That is what that movie's about, and it's worked out because it's the most watched thing Netflix has ever done.
I don't think they're not shedding any tears over people who don't care for it.
Nope.
I feel like it is it's a movie that does exactly what it says on the tin, and I'm here for it. I like those kind of movies. As you'll see from my trailer this week, I'm in for these kinds of properties.
Right.
Very, very much. Although I have to say. Brian's in the chat room reminding me of something that we talked about in chat. He says Rock did that smooch like he knew his wife was going to put in more tape study than Bill Belichick.
Oh, my God.
which is a line for a shirt if it weren't just a bit too verbose. I think that is right on the money. I also think that it's possible that Gal Gadot was particularly thirsty as well, because The Rock is, he's a guy right there. He's a man's man.
So, it's Gadot, and I always mess up.
Yeah.
My pronunciation is weird. By the way, if you really want to wonder how crazy Netflix was at this, there was a storyline in the week that that Red Notice came out on WWE television where Vince McMahon showed up. This is true. Vince McMahon shows up to Raw with one of the Cleopatra eggs that supposedly The Rock had given him, and supposedly was worth $100 million, and over the course of the show was stolen by one of the wrestlers and became a storyline for the entire week of WWE programming.
This is the Red Notice wrestling universe. Is that what's happened here?
I don't know.
Does the sequel to Red Notice start in the ring somewhere?
I think Vince. Listen, I think Vince calls Dwayne every once in a while and goes, "Dwayne, listen to me. You owe me. You were nothing before me. Give us a bone."
Well, I didn't see that story, and Brian follows up. WWE, they paid WWE 7 figures for that promotion.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's a dope promotion. That's fantastic.
Oh no,
right.
Yeah. Wait, let me just say this. No, and Brian's totally right. WWE flush with cash right now.
Yeah, they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're doing fine. Okay, wait. So one other thing I just want to bring up from last show is because I do want to just chime in on this. Yeah. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Sure. Yeah.
Let me say this. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
I feel bad about it.
Wait, no. That's okay. Here's the deal. You can watch a ton of reviews by fanboys and other people, and they will be very, very critical. I will tell you right now, it is beautiful. Yes, it is not perfect. Yes, there are moments it's slow. Kyle is completely right. That third act, glorious. And here's the thing I will tell you. This movie has my 6th favorite movie moment of all time in it.
Really?
And I know that sounds awkwardly specific, but my point is that it's almost in the top 5 for me. It is absolutely glorious. I mean, just go see it because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's all. I just want to add that.
Okay. No, I'll take it. Absolutely. I know it's something I need to see, and it was my birthday weekend, and I had it on my list, but lots of other things came up that I needed to watch, and my kiddo wanted to watch a bunch of horror movies with me, and that just kind of,
Sure.
When your kiddo comes and says, "I want to watch horror movies with you, Dad, on your birthday," you just do it. You just do it.
Of course. What was the best movie you watched then?
Oh, geez, I'm going to have to go back to my diary. But I'll tell you, we watched the reason he wanted to watch me because he hadn't seen the escape room movies. And those were a pick that we'd started talking about on SatMat that week. And he was like, nice. "Oh, we have to watch the escape room movies." So we watched the two back to back because he hadn't seen them. And they are, I think, similar to Red Notice. You get what you get on the tin.
Absolutely.
And they're exactly what I needed out of those movies. So it was good fun.
Very cool.
You have some insight onto West Side Story.
All right. I've been saying this whole time whenever I've seen the hype starting to churn up for this, and I said, really, did we need to redo it? Was this necessary? I can't say that I was looking forward to seeing it. Maybe my wife and I will maybe see it when it gets around closer to the holidays, but the early reviews are coming out, and gosh darn it, it's really, really good apparently. I'll be honest with you, I'm shocked because I didn't know that movie needed remaking. I didn't know it could be improved on. No, like now I'm curious. Now I got to go see it.
I know, me too. And I of course, I would have gone to see it anyway. Everybody around here loves West Side Story. Sure. I was bearish on it because I so love the original, but I know Spielberg's really good at stuff. You put the guy
and Brian's telling us
camera.
I mean, yes, I know.
Oh yeah, he could put together a movie, but there is a certain it just felt like such. I just felt like such a kind of ego piece, that it was just a great director, but touching a precious thing. And it's a precious thing, frankly, that needs updating. And I think that's part of the motivation for it. Like, it doesn't actually speak to the audience that it purports to celebrate. And that is the original. And that's hard to watch. So, and so, I think it's probably fine that he did it, and if it's a great movie, so much the better. So much the better.
Yeah. So there we go.
I like me some musical movies. I really do. And so I'm excited about it. You also bring news. I can't believe you found this. Cara Delevingne.
Yeah.
Joining one of our favorite shows.
Can you believe this? Okay, and this is like breaking news today. She is joining the cast of Hulu's Only Murders in the Building season 2. How awesome does that sound?
Well, it sounds great. I feel like it is an opportunity piece, right? Because what's your opinion of Cara Delevingne in the stuff that you've seen her in already?
I saw her in this. I mean, I will admit when she was in the first Suicide Squad movie. So that's not a great thing. I've
not great.
Well, yeah, and well, though, I kind of thought she had a very okay. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to say the words haunting portrayal of the Enchantress. But that's not really what I mean. But you know what I mean. Look, I mean, she did the best she could with what she got. I got it. Okay. I haven't seen her in a bunch of other stuff. I knew she was in that what was the sci-fi movie that looked really epic?
Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
No, so wait, so I didn't see that.
Definitely saw that. There were some extraordinary moments in that movie for sure. She did Anna Karenina, and she did the John Green book adaptation of Paper Towns, and so she was in it and not in it. So I actually have high opinion of her in some of the things that she does. I think she's a capable and charismatic performer.
Yes.
But I found on Selena Gomez's performance in Only Murders. Transformational in my view of her as an acting talent.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm kind of hopeful that they see in Cara Delevingne what I got to discover in season 1 for Selena Gomez. I hope I get that kind of reveal of what she's able to do in kind of that sort of cool, quirky, comedic, dark performance. I think it could be great.
Completely agreed. No, I'm excited for that. That's gonna make that a must watch. So
yeah,
cool for that.
Last bit of news, and I guess this is also follow up, and it is follow up directed directly to your friend and I guess former colleague, Kyle Olsen.
Mr. Kyle Olsen.
Go ahead.
No, I'm listening, and he's talking in Spider-Man trailer, and of course, No Way Home. Everyone's excited, and he dropped this line. He's like, "Yeah, well, this is it, because that's it. No more Holland. Tom Holland's done. Yeah, not so fast." Since that time,
Tom Holland's like 14 years old. Like, he's got a lot of years left in him, and he can still flip with the best of them.
He's young. He looks young. He trends young. No, the rumors are, and he will not, and he has basically alluded to it. This is not confirmed, but there is the great illusion that Sony has worked out their deal, and there is another trilogy of Spider-Man movies coming with Tom Holland. So don't fret, everybody. There's a ton of more Spider-Man. They know what they got. It wasn't the fastest selling movie for tickets, about a week ago for nothing. Yeah, there's more. There's more money to be made. There's more Holland coming to you in the future. So yay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Well, and but I think what we're really saying here is that Kyle Olsen was mighty sure of himself.
Well,
last week. He said that with such confidence.
Yes, he did.
That I feel like we need to call out.
He did. I feel bad because he's retired. I mean, I know that's. Oh wait, he's not. Oh, never mind.
All right. Do you want to talk about some trailers?
Yes,
Have you had a chance to watch mine?
Yes, I did. Yes, and I'm excited. This is a wife-related conversation. Let's do it.
Let's do trailers. And you go first.
Oh. Okay. So what's my trailer? Yeah. This is what I was talking about. Talk about something coming out of nowhere. HBO Max tearing it up. For those of you who want to once again see what Carrie and Charlotte and Miranda are doing. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about the girls from Sex and the City. And just like that, they're back.
The more I live, the more I find that if you have good friends in your corner, anything's possible.
Carrie, party of 3?
Put your favorite heels on. The future is unwritten because we're all at different stages of life.
Tonight, bring your A game.
Hey! Come on in! How many dating apps are you on?
I'm just waiting for someone to create a dating site that's called Here's the Man You've Been Searching for, Seema.
This is X, Y, and me. What about you, Carrie? Have you ever masturbated in a public place?
Not since Barney's closed. Oh, honey, I'm home.
I remember when you kept your sweaters in the stove.
There are always going to be roads not taken.
So you can't have it all?
No, you can. It's just really hard.
You're not happy with who you are? Step out of that box and change!
So the trailer drops for this. I vaguely knew this was happening. I knew they were filming. I didn't know exactly how it was all going to happen. It's a series. It's on HBO Max. Oh, and it premieres on December 9th. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. Were you a Sex and the City guy?
Yeah, we did. We watched it quite a bit. My wife
really?
and I watched it.
You did the whole thing?
Yes, we watched the whole thing.
And let me just ask you, I think this is a really important question. When the show ended, did you have that overwhelming, God, I hope it doesn't, I wish it didn't stop?
No, it was time to stop. In that incarnation, it was time to stop. I will admit, I think we did go to the theater for the first movie. Because
Wow. Because those movies were straight terrible.
Well, no, the first one is not horrible, but the second one's garbage. I think everybody knows that.
Garbage.
It's garbage. Oh, it's garbage. Oh, it's offensive. We don't even have to get into that. But here's the thing: I have enjoyed the story. I've certainly enjoyed the supporting characters, like Evan Handler, who plays Harry, Charlotte, played by Kristen Davis. Her husband, I loved it. He's a bald, schlubby-looking dude, and I was like, well, that's awesome, man. If he can get with Charlotte, then yeah. And my wife, of course, would always look at me and just be like, "You see what's going on right here, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I married up." But no, it's the cast. I enjoyed the cast, and I always thought the show was fun. I've always enjoyed New York City. What can I tell you?
Well, it does come with some controversy, right? Because what's her name isn't there.
Oh, Kim Cattrall.
We get Sarah Jessica Parker, and we get Kristen Davis. Kim Cattrall has washed her hands of her former Sex and the City friends.
For now, they're not killing her off. Yeah. For now, I
thought there was a deeply personal rift between them. That she said, "I'm done with this show. Like, I'm not coming back because I don't like these women. They're mean people." Or something like that. Like, I really thought that there was something that has been long running about this story.
Yes.
I'm not a what would Tommy call him, a sex head? I'm not a sex head.
Ooh, wow! I didn't know. I haven't heard that.
I was a fan of Kristen Davis. I like Kristen Davis as Charlotte. I like her very much. Yeah. I've been following Cynthia Nixon mostly because from her politics. Like, I just am fascinated by her efforts to pursue a political career. So there's something to it. I watched this trailer and I thought, what is happening right now? Like, why do we need to reboot this? Like, it just felt like not as much of the charisma. Like, it was trying to recapture something that it wanted to be. Case in point, it starts and she's in front of a microphone, and you get the thought maybe is she a podcaster now?
Right.
Are they trying to cash in on that sweet podcast money? And then she's on the radio, which feels like suddenly behind the times.
Yes.
Like, I was already ready to lampoon her on a podcast, and then they put her on the radio.
But no, okay.
What are they doing?
But you know what? Okay, so when I saw that, I thought that first too, but I think she's on like a streaming or, it's like an Apple One radio show or something. Like, I didn't immediately think radio because I don't think of radio at all. But I will say, here's the one thing you definitely get from this trailer. Besides the reminiscing and you're right, I totally understand. But the one thing that they are definitely doing, long overdue for anyone who's a fan of that show, they're diversifying.
Yes, there is color on this show now, which is amazing. Karen Pittman and Sarah Ramirez.
Yes.
And I'm a fan of Sarah Ramirez from Grey's Anatomy. Yes, I am a greyhead, and so that was really great. And so it was fun to see her. She's like, I guess she plays some sort of motivational speaker. So that was weird.
So you know what? Look at that. And I will say, and also too, it was not, obviously sad to see Willie Garson, which this will be his posthumous role as Stanford, just passing away just a few months ago. So I mean, there's that. I mean, the Chris Noth, everybody's. I assume John Corbett's going to show up somehow. I mean, come on.
Oh, he better.
Yeah,
he was. I like him. So John Corbett. Mm-hmm.
Your mileage may vary. I thought I'd diversify a little bit myself. Like, you did
good. You did good, kid.
I'm trying. I'm trying because once again, I know this is my penance. I don't want to go anywhere. I want people to like me or to tolerate me. So, I mean, either way, who knows? I don't know what to tell you.
No, you're doing this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Let's talk about, because I really. I messed it up for everybody too, because I did. I also chose a series. There's no movie. It's a Saturday matinee. Let's stay home and binge.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. I chose the coming soon, 2021, 22 series, Reacher.
Police, don't move!
Jack Reacher, parents deceased, retired Army.
Bronze Star, Silver Star, and a Purple Heart.
What in God's name is a guy like that doing in Margrave?
What's a guy like that doing in jail? Zip ties?
Cuffs didn't fit him. You guys recycle?
7 bodies since you set foot in my town.
I was arrested for murder. Now you want my help?
I want you to do what I say.
You just go wherever you want, whenever you want?
Everyone's always jealous. I'm gonna uncover this whole operation and burn it to the ground.
You boys knew what's about to happen to you. You'd leave now.
Don't go getting yourself arrested for murder.
Shooter was someone who knows firearms well.
Lightning.
Bullets were 95 grain, that's subsonic. This wasn't a first timer.
These people are connected and stone cold killers.
So be smart, don't break the law, and promise me you won't end up in another holding cell.
No.
Now, why did I choose Reacher? All right. Here's the thing. Apologies to Steve Sarmento, whose tastes are too haute for understanding my affinity toward the Jack Reacher books. But I adore Jack Reacher. It's popcorn reading, and I've been reading Jack Reacher books for a long, long time. I like the character and was baffled by the casting of Tom Cruise as that character in the movies, because that's not at all the character of Jack Reacher. Are you a Jack Reacher fan?
Oh my God, I am not kidding you. Do you know who right now you are channeling? My beautiful spouse. Because
really?
I had this conversation with her like over the summer. Margie loves, she loves the books. She's all into the books. And one day she's just a voracious reader. She's sitting on the couch. I'm like, what are you reading? She's like, oh, I'm reading Jack Reacher. And I'm like, well, whoa. I said, do you want to watch the movies? And she was like, there's movies? And I'm like, yeah. Look at the movies. And I go, look, they have Tom Cruise. And she went, no, full stop. No, stop. Yep. Go away.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's like, did she ever even watch the movies? Because I know people who saw that and were like, that is so bananas casting Tom Cruise as that character that I mean, it's impossible. And it becomes increasingly impossible once you see the casting for this show.
Okay, so I showed her a trailer, and she was like, "That's not the book." She's like,
the movie.
The movie.
Showed her the trailer, the movie.
The movie. Yeah. She's like, no. Right. She goes, now I hate you more. Go away.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I don't want to ever hear about this ever again. And so I'm always like, whatever. So as soon as I saw this and I watched the trailer, and I went, I think I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I get it now.
You have to understand, in the book, like, the character of Jack Reacher, the reason that, like, so much of the drama exists around Jack Reacher is because he's such an impossibly large person, right?
Yes,
she
said that.
So much of all of the tension in the series is that he's a guy everybody's scared of, and yet he's a do-gooder. And so that tension is inseparable from the popcorn narrative that comes through the story. And so, as talented as you make him of a brawler like Tom Cruise, and he is an effective, strong-looking person, he's just not as imposing as Alan Ritchson, who will be playing Jack Reacher. Now, Alan Ritchson, this gives me an opportunity for a brief sidebar, and I'm very curious your opinion on this. We have most recently seen Alan Ritchson as Hank Hall, or Hawk, in the TV series Titans. Now, Titans, I was not a big fan of the Titans books, and I didn't watch any of the Teen Titans properties, but I have now made it through season 1 and part of season 2 of the Titans show on HBO Max, and it's extraordinarily violent. And I'm curious if you have seen these properties, because they're not what I expected.
No, I have not. I have not yet. No.
Okay. Did you follow any of the sort of Nightwing Evolution spinoff stuff?
Totally peripherally. So I have not seen any of it, but I'm aware it exists.
Interesting stories. He plays this giant, Hawk character, Hawk and Dawn. Anyway, I don't remember her bird name. Right. Anyway, he's a very, very large person, and so the casting of Reacher, I feel like they get just right. Kristen Kroik is in it. You might remember her from Smallville and that weird sex scandal cult story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Malcolm Goodwin is a detective. We've got some other characters that are. Bruce McGill is in it. It's always fun to see Bruce McGill show up.
Bruce McGill's awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna be, so it's looks like an 8-part series that is coming very soon. But I'm telling you, I really like Alan Ritchson as an actor, and he's a great big giant mountain of a man. And I think he's gonna nail this part. I really hope he does. It is an Amazon original, and it should scheduled to premiere February 4th, 2022.
Okay, not only will my wife be thrilled, but now I am in because if Bruce McGill's in, I'm in. So now we're all happy. Way to go.
All right,
Fantastic.
we did good. We did good. Do you want to? Would you like to play a game?
Oh, okay. So I have an idea. If you already have one, that's fine. But I was thinking that we would do a game where we try to come up with the code name for cinematographers' favorite cameras on buddy cop movies made in the 90s. Because that might be just as long as last time's. Dude, I just want to say this, okay? And here's the deal. This is why I love Kyle so much, right? I mean, that was brilliant. And by the way, he's uncovered an idea that he and I are going to be working on, because that was a great game. The game, if you haven't listened, he gave you Marvel and Star Wars movies, what their code names were, and then guess what the movie was. But I love the fact, like the first 4, he gives it, and you're all like, Force Awakens. No. Force Awakens. No.
It was all The Force Awakens. Yeah, that was, I mean, pretty much you pick a movie. This was the whole strategy. You pick a movie and keep guessing it until you take it off the list. So, it's like eventually you'll get 20% right if you just answer B all the time. It's the same sort of reduction of uncertainty principle in standardized testing. So it was fine. We did fine. It was harder than I expected and made me feel dumber than ever. So, but this one, I do have a sense of a game that I would like to go around with you and just see what you think. And to start us off, I'd like to start the game without telling you anything about it.
Okay. Are we already playing
it? Rob, who plays Tyler Gage?
Tyler Gage?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That name does not ring a bell.
Then I will give you some choices.
Okay.
Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt, Chad Michael Murray, or Channing Tatum.
Oh, shit.
Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay?
Tyler Gage is.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
No, I mean, we're fine. You take your time,
no,
Rob.
No.
You're doing great.
Hold on right there. I know none of us should ever pull a Kubasko. Okay? I understand that. But
when a Kubasko gets pulled,
that's the character in Step Up, isn't it?
I don't know. We'll just have to see how you score on these questions.
See,
would you like to select Channing Tatum?
It's Channing Tatum.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening.
No, you're doing great. Jeez. Who plays the character Nora Clark? And I can give you some choices if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Jennifer Lopez, Miriam McDonald, Cassie Steele, or Jenna Dewan?
Oh, you're crushing me. I get it. I know what's happening here.
You're doing fine. This is fine.
Say those names again.
Jennifer Lopez.
No.
Jenna Dewan. Yeah. Miriam McDonald or Cassie Steele.
No, Jenna Dewan.
We're going to go with Jenna Dewan.
Yeah, Jenna Dewan.
What is the name of the school that Nora attends?
Oh, okay.
Would it be the School for the Gifted? The Mary School Art Institute? The Maryland School of the Performing Arts, or Art School?
Say those again, please. No, because I think I know this. I think I know this.
Yeah, of course. No, this is going to be great. The School for the Gifted.
Oh, my God.
The Maryland School of the Performing Arts, the Mary School Art Institute, or the Art School?
The Mary School. That's the third one?
Is that what you're going to go with? The Mary School Art Institute?
I'm going to go with the second one because the second one has Maryland in it.
The Maryland School of the Performing Arts.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay.
Who plays Tyler's little sister, Camille? Now, this has some interesting performers in this list. This is a tough one. Is Camille played by Allison Stoner, Emma Watson, Dakota Fanning, or Emily Osment?
Wait, okay. It's not. Okay, it's not Emma Watson. No.
Okay.
What was the first one and the last one?
You could always just select E, The Force Awakens.
No, stop.
Allison.
Okay,
Allison
wait.
Stoner.
Go back.
Okay.
Okay, and what was the last one?
Emily Osment.
Is that Haley Joel? Is that related to Haley Joel? Yeah. Don't answer anything. Allison Stoner. Don't tell me.
We're going to go with Allison Stoner.
Oh,
what
God.
does Tyler do that makes him have to do community service, Rob? I've got some choices unless you know off the top of your head.
Please give me
what
choices.
Tyler does. Okay. All right. Does he rob a bank? Does he abuse a woman? Does he steal some money? Or does he damage a performing arts school?
I'm going to say would you say he damages a performing arts school?
Would you like to go with damages a performing arts school?
Damages a performing arts
All right.
school. Okay.
All right. What famous music star is in this movie? Now, we have choices.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Mario.
Okay.
R. Kelly.
Okay.
Or Chris Brown.
Oh my God. There's a...
It's tricky. It's tricky.
I'm going to say... Well, no, wait. I feel like I'm on like Who Wants to Be a Zero Air, and I feel I feel like I'm being judged, and that's okay because I'm cool with that. I'm gonna say because the R. Kelly thing. And even that you would know.
Chris Brown. You don't want to be the guy to even pick those names.
No.
They may be true, but
no. Like because I think I would know, and I would have vague memories. I'm gonna say Mario.
Okay, we're gonna go with Mario. Okay. Number 7. This is a true or false question. Rob, true or false?
Okay.
Mac gets shot. True or false?
I'm gonna say true.
Okay. Why does Tyler get mad at Nora? Tyler gets mad at Nora because she cheats on him? Because she's a liar? Because she kicks him out of the showcase? Or because she is using him as a replacement? All I can think about is the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire soundtrack right now. We might have to do a little fun,
I need to start saying final
music.
answer. I need to start saying final answer.
Final answer?
And I just want to say this, okay? Because Regis, listen to me, because I know what you want is for me to give contextual information to all these answers. I mean, I have vague memories of that first movie.
Sometimes the emotional connection is enough, Rob. I know.
And I'm just going to say this, like the I didn't see the third one. I may have seen parts of the like, okay. And I think we all know, my God, everyone, forgive me for my sins. This has been a well-worn penance.
About as well as I could possibly have expected. You're doing great.
My God, I will never. So glad that I brought my A game for today's list. That's all I just want to say. Because hadn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm done. Anyway. Okay. So, well, give me those answers again.
Oh, right. Why does Tyler get mad at Nora?
Right. Okay.
She cheats on him. She's a liar. She kicks him out of the showcase, or she's using him as a replacement.
I mean, there was something about the showcase was the thing. That was the event. That was the. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, she kicks. I don't think she was the partner, so I don't know why. I don't remember. She kicks him out of the showcase. Seriously.
Okay, we're gonna go with that. We've got 2 more questions. Number 9.
Great.
What happens? All right, this is a good one. 4 choices. What happens at the end of the movie?
Step up 1.
There are 4 answers. Yeah, what happens at the end of the movie?
Okay.
I mean, do you want to wing it? Do you remember the end, or would you like your choices?
Why don't you know? Because I can't wait to see how I did on this. Please go ahead.
Oh, I can't either. Yeah, we're gonna use the Step Upatron 10,000, and we're gonna see how you did.
All right.
Option 1: Nora gets injured.
Ooh.
Option 2, the entire show is messed up.
Okay.
Option 3, the showcase is canceled. I don't know how option 2 and 3 are not the same thing, but apparently they're not.
Okay.
And number 4, Tyler is in the showcase with Nora.
Oh, he's in the showcase with Nora.
Okay. And
final answer.
Final question on this on our step-up quiz.
Wow.
Is actually a fill in the blanks.
Okay.
So I'm going to read you a few lines between Nora and Tyler, and you're going to try and finish the sentence.
Oh, God.
Okay?
Oh, go ahead.
Nora. You know what this means? No. What? You're going to have to get some blank. Done. Tyler says, done.
Shoes.
So finish.
It's shoes.
Finish that.
Shoes.
It's shoes. Well, that's interesting. Because that's not one of our 4 options. Doing great. No notes. Okay.
Oh, God.
The options are hats, leggings, tights, or pants.
It's tights. It's got to be tights.
Leggings, tights.
It's tights.
Tights.
It's tights.
Are your final answer?
Yeah, those are my final answers. Lock them all in.
Step up, Otron. 10,000. Please compute the answers. All right. Who plays Tyler Gage? Answer, Channing Tatum. You were right, Rob.
All right, fine.
Who plays Nora Clark? Jenna Dewan. And I will say,
oh, God,
92... Yeah, no, you did great.
Okay.
92% of respondents actually get question 1 right. When they look at that list of people and thinking about the Step Up movies, that says that 8% of respondents don't know Channing Tatum is actually in the movie. 83% get answer 2. Nora Clark is played by Jenna Dewan. Answer number 3. The Maryland School of the Performing Arts. You got that one right. 90% of players answered that correctly.
Okay.
Number 4, Allison Stoner. Yes, it's right. Allison Stoner plays Tyler's sister in the movie. She can dance in real life, and that's exactly what she did.
Oh, my God. I'm doing it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you are. You're reaching there. And only 71% of players get that one correct. Number 5, what does Tyler do to make him have to do community service? Rob, you and 90% of respondents got that one right. He damages a performing arts school.
Yes!
All right. Number 6, who is the music star that is in this movie? It is indeed Mario playing the character Miles Darby.
Okay.
74% of respondents get that one right. Now, true or false, Matt gets shot. You said true.
Right.
The correct answer is false. It was actually Mac's little brother, Skinny, who gets shot. Mac and Tyler are at the party, and Skinny comes to the party, but Tyler and Mac kick him out.
Because he's dead, because there's a funeral. There's a funeral, right?
Yeah. You know.
Okay. All right.
Does it matter?
Okay. That's okay. That's
number
okay.
8, only 61% of players answered that one correctly. So let's number 8. Why does Tyler get mad at Nora? Your answer: she kicks him out of the showcase. Correct answer was, Rob, because she's using him as a replacement.
Oh, that's right.
I'm afraid that was right.
As you were saying this, the memory. Okay, I was a little off. But all
right. Number 9. What happens at the end of the movie? Possibly the best multiple choice question ever in the history of everything. Your answer: Tyler is in the showcase with Nora. That is correct. And finally, number 10. You know what this means? Oh, no, I did that wrong. You know what this means? No, what? You're going to have to get some tights.
Yeah.
That's right. The end, when the showcase is over, he says, done, and they kiss. That's
there you go. Okay.
Rob, there's a kiss.
So what did I get? I got 7 out of 10?
You got 80%. You got 8 out of 10, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on a second.
I think that proves that, I will say, some of those answers were hard won.
Process of elimination. I mean, it's fine.
You got them. Yeah, you got them.
But let's just put this out. First of all, a cautionary tale for all of you who are ever for the future of this program, this fine internet program. Only pick movies you've actually seen, because that's what I'm doing.
Because they will come back to bite you.
Because they'll come back and haunt you, and your ass will be completely scathed, right? So that's that, and I'm fine. I'm happy.
Yeah.
However, I also will say that I am so glad that I at least got more than half right.
Yes. Yeah. I think that is you are a shining example of how to play the game.
To do. What not to do? Just in
at the
general.
same time.
Just in
how
general.
not to. Yes. Yeah. No, nice work, friend. Nice work.
I'm so relieved. Jeez. Okay, I have learned. I just want to say on behalf of me as a human, I have learned my lesson, and I will be sure to act appropriately in the future at all times.
You've got to get some tights. All right. Got a little bit of housekeeping. Hey, if you're not a member yet, but you would like to become one, you want to support this show and all of the work we do over here to bring movie entertainment into your ear holes, head over to thenextreel.com/membership. Most it'll cost you is $5 a month. Members get access to live streams as we record, early access to shows and your very own personal podcast feed, access to the super secret member channels and Discord super secret member channels, member bonus episodes, and even stickers. And if you're wondering what movies The Next Reel is going to be talking about in the coming weeks and months, that's not a problem. Head over to our HQ page on Letterboxd, just letterboxd.com/thenextreel, and you'll find our watch list. You'll find everywhere all the movies we're going to talk about and links to all the reviews and shows that we have talked about. While you're there, Letterboxd is offering a discount to anyone who is listening to and supporting The Next Reel. You use the code NEXTREEL at checkout when you upgrade from the free account to the pro or patron account over at Letterboxd. You'll upgrade and get a 20% cut right off the top. 20%. Discount also works for renewals. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. We get a little taste. So if you love Letterboxd and you're listening to and supporting this show, upgrading your account over there gives us just a little tip, just a little tease right off the top. Little scratch. That's right. Little scratch. That's it. And now it's time, I think you all know, for the Rob Kubasko Memorial List Challenge. It's going to be tough to change the name, Rob. I just need you to know I'm kind of committed to it. So I consider your quiz redemptive, but the name sticks in history.
Wow, we're going to need a new sticker.
Somebody will inherit it for sure.
Of course.
In the future. I just can't predict when that will be. So,
Can you imagine that? Somebody you've never heard the tale of when Rob Kubasko picked 3 consecutive movies.
The days. Hey, so last time around, the crew picked. I think it was this. I think this was Tommy's idea, if memory serves. I don't know. You listened to the show more recently, I think. Do you remember what the?
This was Ocean. It was Ocean and
it was Ocean. Yeah. It was Ocean.
It might have been.
Right.
Yeah. No, and it was the. Because Ocean was that you'll get a bonus if it's a Western, but it's just overindulgent performances, and I'm like, okay, let's not make it a Westerns only, because, oh boy. But anyway.
Yeah. Did you have trouble with Westerns? Was that rough?
No, I just had. Did
you try? Did you even try for it?
No, because as soon as I heard the theme, overindulgent performances, I immediately went to someone and I was like, no, I got to not only pick the same actor, I picked 3 movies that are in consecutive years. Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
There's your theme.
There's my theme.
Outstanding.
Unless you steal one, and then that would suck and everything would be ruined. But I mean, I would live with that because it's you.
But what are the odds that that's going to happen? It's just the 2 of us, right?
I don't know.
All right.
But anyway.
What, so your pick, you were first, gentleman's pick.
All right. So here's the thought. Video games don't always make great movies, but occasionally there is something in them that you can't take your eyes off of. That's right. It's Mr. Dennis Hopper as King Koopa in 1993's Super Mario Brothers. I mean, that movie's, come on, right? But his King Koopa and his henchmen, like what was it? I forget even the names, but like the lizard dudes that have the tiny heads. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, you're right. And that's a good one because I kind of went at this too. Like there are a lot of overindulgent performances of his that are already crazy that everyone would have already picked.
Right.
I mean, how many times can we pick Blue Velvet? But Super Mario Brothers,
see,
that's a new one. That's a new one. All right.
So there you go.
Okay. And then I get a pick, I guess. And I did actually try to go with the over the top. I do have a couple of Westerns that are on my list because I wanted those sweet bonus Ocean Murph bonus points.
Yeah.
And I will start. And ironically, I didn't actually see this coming. I didn't even notice it until I was finished with my list. And I realized, I'll tell you what ties them together after I tell you. This is a movie that it's pretty recent, and I just watched the Netflix re-release of it, the extraordinarily indulgent edition of a set of extraordinarily indulgent performances from an extraordinarily indulgent director. I'm talking about Jennifer Jason Leigh's performance in The Hateful Eight. Over the top.
Totally.
There are a lot of great performances in that movie that really dive in, but she stood out to me as a real hero of overindulgent acting, and she got every single bite out of that performance. So Jennifer Jason Leigh, Hateful Eight.
Outstanding
Don't go
pick.
winter camping with her.
Well, and you know what's also great about that? It's one of her best moments in that movie is one of the scenes where she's not acting. You know that story, right? Kurt. So the scene where Kurt Russell, where he smashes the guitar. That was not a prop. That was like a real legendary antique guitar. When he smashed and he got in the mode, didn't think about it, destroyed it. Oh, this is something you can totally Google, like find out the story. Her reaction in the movie is her going, that just happened.
Oh my God, no way. I want to go back and watch that scene again.
You can see it. You can see it in her face. She's literally like, no, we didn't cut. What are you doing? Oh my God, Kurt, what did you do?
That's amazing. No, I had no idea. News to me. I love it.
Awesome.
That's great. All right, second pick.
All right, my second pick. In the Dennis Hopper library, it's 1994 Speed, Howard Payne. And I'm just going to say this. It isn't just the fact that it's not even just that the performance is overindulgent. It's also the death scene. Nobody does it better than getting decapitated by a subway light than Dennis Hopper does.
Yeah.
It's great.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Yeah. Oh man, that is inspirational. Inspirational, and Keanu was a child.
Oh God, so Sandra Bullock. I mean, jeez.
And what's his buddy Jeff Daniels? He was the partner, right? In the beginning.
Oh yes,
wasn't that Daniels?
I think so. Oh.
In the elevator SWAT sequence. Yeah, that was great. That's great.
It's time to rewatch that.
Yeah, truly. All right. My second pick is also a Western overindulgent performance. It seems like a gimme. I'm not as fond of this particular pick, but I did want to get it in there because I feel like this actor in this movie with this particular hair, nay, scalp style, was able to take his already over-the-top performances writ large over his career and turn himself into a racist cartoon. And I am talking, of course, about Samuel L. Jackson in Django Unchained.
Oh.
He's just off the rails in this movie as the old houseman. And I mean, I just when he comes out to meet Leo it comes down off the steps and is screaming. I can't quote anything in that movie. Like you just can't quote it. It's unquotable, but it is just a series of performances. There is a shot where the camera is just focused tight on his face, and you see what I mean about him turning into manga. Like the way his face just sort of melts in the camera is extraordinary. And so for me, like that is every bit as over the top a performance of just crazy as someone who goes over the top like my final pick will. So that's it. Django Unchained.
So I'm going to round out. Okay, and here's part of the story of this. I'm going to round this out, and I cannot believe that these movies all came out consecutive years. But I will tell you, you know that movies involving water during their productions, they have some horror stories of how difficult it is to make the movie, but no other movie involving water has also inspired the world's best theme park attraction. That's right, it's Dennis Hopper as the Deacon in 1995's Waterworld. Let me just put this, and let me put everything into context. I love Waterworld. I love that movie.
Okay.
I think that movie is spectacular. It is funny. It's campy. All of it. It's craziness, right? My daughter loved it when we had her watch it. If you've ever been to Universal Studios, the Waterworld attraction, which I still think might be still around, it is the greatest theme park live performance act ever. Like you're in the atoll, and have you seen it?
You know, I'll tell you, you are in good company because our mutual friend, Tommy Handsome, he actually has the exact same opinion as you and just went back when it opened up again.
Oh.
He went first thing first to spend a day at Universal with JJ, and they saw that attraction. He sent me pictures there. So I immediately went over to one of my favorite YouTube channels, which is, Rides, what's it called? Rides 360 or something, where they just have videos of the performances.
Correct.
And it is true to form extraordinary.
An airplane crashes.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And speaking of how good it is that look at the longevity. It's still there. I mean, on a movie that everyone sort of was like, "Oh, this movie is craziness." No,
I hear you. I hear you on your fondness for the movie, but I think there is a case to be made that the theme park attraction is better than the movie itself.
I would probably agree with that.
Okay, sure. I just want to make sure we're on the same scale.
The Mariner, you don't get to see his gills. I mean, it's fun. But okay, so what else is more there to say? The Deacon, I mean, iconic character, right? But okay, I've never considered this. What a run for Dennis Hopper in the 90s. Super Mario Brothers, Speed, and Waterworld. And I mean, like, okay, I, for some reason, never connected. That's 93, 94, and 95. Wow, the 90s were great.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So there you go.
Well, I'm gonna try and bring some crazy to you myself because I feel like it's important for you to know where my head was for this thing. Again, you picked Dennis Hopper, and you picked 3 over-the-top performances from Dennis Hopper that are, yes, over the top. I think, you dodged the most over-the-top ones, and that is to your credit. I went with over the top too. And who else is as legendarily over the top as Dennis Hopper but Nicolas Cage? Now,
of course.
I dropped that because I could pick anything in the Nicolas Cage catalog. Moonstruck, sure, I could pick that. Any of his, alcoholic movies, I could pick any of those. I could pick the movie where he doesn't speak and goes into a Chuck E. Cheese and beats up all the animatronic animals. Could pick that. I'm not gonna, because I watched a movie that I had never seen. This is a new to me movie for this show because I was so curious about it. It is a 2009 film that shares the name of another film from much earlier that is also oft quoted from this show, but they are unrelated. This one sounds like a sequel, really, really sounds like a sequel, but apart from the name, unrelated. It is written by William Finkelstein. William Finkelstein has written a lot of stuff. He's mostly a TV writer. I know I'm I'm still hiding the title.
Yeah.
He wrote the show, all episodes of Cop Rock. That's right. A show that exists, a musical cop crime show, Civil Wars, L.A. Law. He's a story by on one episode, but he wrote on 60 episodes of L.A. Law. Murder One, 15 episodes, 22 episodes of Brooklyn South, 3 episodes of Law and Order. I mean, the guy is one of those sort of legendary crime contributors. But he wrote this movie that was then directed by, I can't even imagine how this got into this guy's hands, but Werner Herzog, a crime movie taking place in New Orleans, starring Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, and Russ Hoiser. It is Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Have you ever even heard of this movie?
Okay, yeah, okay. Now I have not seen it, but I have heard of it, mainly because it's one of those movies with a really weird title.
Yes,
but what? Wait, I didn't know Werner Herzog had done. Wait, what?
Well, and it goes on from there because, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's a who's who of people. You wonder, like, what are they doing now? Jennifer Coolidge is in it. And, did I mention Fairuza Balk? Yep, Fairuza Balk's in it. How about Exhibit as Big Fate? Yeah, but I haven't dropped an even bigger name, Rob. Val Kilmer is in this movie. Yeah. It is Shea Wingham is in this movie. Michael Shannon is in this movie. Brad Dourif is in this movie. It is off. It's crazy. That's what is going on in this movie. And then you have Nicolas Cage as a coke addict. And there is a scene where it starts with him jumping into the prison is flooded and there's like snakes in the bayou water. And there's a prisoner who is being drowned in this prison because the first floor is being flooded. And it starts with Nicolas Cage being the hero and jumping into the water, the snake infested water to save this prisoner. But it leads to him doing one of the greatest monologues about his lucky crack pipe that I've ever seen. He loves his crack pipe so hard. And it is just one of the many scenes. You can stream it for free on Canopy, which is a great way to get it and support your local libraries. So Bad Lieutenant, Werner Herzog, it is like you have to imagine a young Werner Herzog playing the part of Nicolas Cage in this movie. Like you could really go there. It's essentially a Geary Hand of God remake in crime-ridden New Orleans. That's where I'm going to stand on this movie. It's crazy. I'm so glad I watched it. And I'm not going to lie to you. It's actually on IMDb. It's a 6.6. It's a healthy leap over the IMDb 6-star rule. So it's bananas. It's again, exactly what's on the tin. It's a Werner Herzog crime drama with Nicolas Cage as a coke addict. I don't know how you can get any better than that.
Oh, you win, because that's I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That's it.
Done.
That's the thing. Bad Lieutenant. And that's the funniest thing. Like, Bad Lieutenant is another one of those movies that, have you seen the Harvey Keitel Bad Lieutenant, 92?
Oh, yeah, that I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's another one of over-the-top performances. And I think we could say that Keitel and Nicolas Cage are in the running. It is just another bad cop story. And apparently Abel Ferrara is director of the original, is like, I'm not crazy that one got made, Werner. I don't know how you did that, but I don't know.
So are these in the same universe? These are not connected, or is it just somebody, they just ran with the title?
No, they're not connected. They just ran with the title.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes. Because the Harvey Keitel movie I totally remember, but I'm like, and I just remember this because of, again, outrageous title. But I guess in my head I was like, oh, it must be, one of those direct-to-video sequels, but it wasn't. But yeah. Geez. All right. Got to see it. And it's on Canopy. So it's Canopy is the app you use for library videos, right? Okay.
That's the one. You sign in with your local library, you get 20 views a month, and there are freebies, and so it's good. Now, I will tell you, just, to save my own reputation, if you have a choice between watching Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel and Bad Lieutenant Port of Call New Orleans with Nicolas Cage, pick Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel. It's a better movie, right? Please pick that. But if you are deeply curious, as I was, and have time to watch a free movie and support your local library, you can't lose with the Nicolas Cage "I Love My Lucky Crack Pipe" scene. So,
wow,
that's it.
Did you have bonuses? Did you have backups?
My backup was it was Jeff Bridges in as Rooster Cogburn in True Grit, but I was hoping I wouldn't get there because it's less an over the top performance than an under the top performance.
Sure.
Like it's subdued, low key Jeff Bridges throughout the whole movie, and I think I just think it's too great to be really over the top, but it's so in that character that it just sort of made my list instinctively. Did you have any?
Okay, so and our good friend Ray over the summer, I think, picked Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which again would have been my backup. Dennis Hopper, the character of Lefty Enright.
Right.
So he's in that. I was gonna, if I had to, I would have gone with Matthew Lillard in the original Scream from 1996, which by the way, new Scream movie coming out in next month, if you can believe that.
Yep.
But here's the one. This is the gem that I would have loved to have led with, but it didn't fit. Have you ever seen Theater of Blood from 1973? It stars Vincent Price. Theater of Blood. It stars Vincent Price. It's a British horror comedy film. Oh, it is. I have memories of this, and when I thought about this, I was like, I got to see this again. Vincent Price plays this actor who just goes on a killing spree of all of the people who work for the Academy who have turned down all of his performances for awards in his career.
Yep.
And what he does, it is a tour de force of Vincent Price.
Yeah.
And it is completely outrageous.
Totally. I think it came up in conversation in one of the shows. We were talking about Diana Rigg. She's in it, right? She's
right. Yes,
isn't she
Diana Rigg. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She plays his daughter. I
Classic.
Think. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that leaves us with the honor and duty to pick next week's topic, or next week's topic. What do you think we should be choosing for next week's crew to have to wrestle with?
Do we want, since it is sort of the holiday season, I think for most people, wintry feelings in December, is there any holiday theme we want to try to zero in on?
Holiday themes are outstanding, as always. Is there any, like, I'm thinking about our love of Red Notice.
Yes.
Is there any sort of wintry theme, holiday themed sort of over-the-top adventure movie or list?
Okay, no, I'm liking this.
How could we tie those together? Is there something that ties those together?
Snowy action adventure?
Snowy, okay.
Snowy. Yeah.
Frozen action adventure?
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, there's only so many action movies that have a major set piece in the snow.
Yeah.
Why don't we think of something like that?
Action in the snow.
Action in the snow.
Ooh. Action in the snow. We just boiled that down.
There you go.
Action in the snow.
Oh my God, that's a great. Wow, you know what? Let me tell you something. I know sometimes people like, oh no, we'll try to mess people up like with these bonus points, and you got all the bonus points, right? Like I understand all that. No.
Oh yeah.
How cool how cool is it? See, that's how much I'm a giver. Think about action in the snow, and wouldn't everyone just go, whoa, that's a great theme.
It's a great theme.
Fine.
Yeah,
everybody.
It's a great theme. All right.
It's okay.
Hey, this was fun. You're a terrific sport. Thanks, Rob, for playing along today.
As always.
So great. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out and listening. We sure appreciate you doing all the stuff that needs to be done. If your podcast app allows ratings and reviews, we'd sure appreciate it if you would do that for our fair show. And, check out all the other shows that we've got going on. Swashbuckling, I think we got a Spider-Man film board coming up. We got Trailer Rewind coming back in January. Marvel Movie Minute. I got to tell you, Marvel Movie Minute, the team over there, they're at Epis recording. I think as we record this, they're recording like episode 80.
Come on.
Frank, I know. I thought you'd appreciate that as a two-season host of Marvel Movie Minute.
I'm in awe.
It is. Me too. That's quite a feat. So that is still cranking. The Mandy's over on the Man Cave. They took a little holiday break, but they're doing some really fun stuff on the Man Cave. So all the great shows over at True Story FM. We sure appreciate you partaking and experimenting with all of those. And I think that's it. Thanks, Rob.
Outstanding. Thank you.